One of my favorite writers and cultural critics, Judith Milhon, writes that there are 5 intersecting issues with the internet. The first, the internet is built to distend our sense of identity. Second, it encourages us to overvalue our opinions. Third, it maximizes our sense of opposition. Fourth, it cheapens our understanding of solidarity. And finally, it destroys our sense of scale. I'm sure you don't need me or Judith Milhon to confirm to you that there's a lot wrong with our digital spaces. But I think a lot about identity formation, both in the real world and online. And in building my own online presence, I often consume a lot of other people's personal content, and overconsumption of personal content can elicit feelings of disillusionment and alienation, which is kind of the antithesis to why the internet was built in the first place. While sorting through my thoughts on all of this, I found myself searching for answers, searching for inspiration, and ultimately searching for a better internet. Through my search for a better internet, I found myself discovering people online that truly inspire me, and I wanted to share those people with you. I'm fascinated with women online, and specifically women who are actively carving out more equitable digital spaces and shaping the landscape of our digital future. We exist in an age where the amount of vitriol online can be overwhelming at times, so I wanted to share these things with you to give you hope and also to inspire you to create your own more equitable digital spaces and to make room for other marginalized communities on the internet. But for me personally, I just wanted to talk about these women because truly I have never felt so inspired in my life, and I want to be just like these women when I grow up, even though I am a full-blown adult. I wanted to call this series Internet It Girls because typically when we think of it girls, we think of women in fashion, we think of women in beauty. And although I think those girls are very much so it girls and I take a lot of inspiration from them as well, I wanted to broaden our definition of what an it girl is. And to me, an it girl is a woman who is not only inspiring, but who is actively making changes for a more equitable future. And although it girl is quite gendered, I think this term can apply to literally everyone. So it girl is genderless in the context of this video. But for this first iteration of the series, I will be talking about women specifically. First up on our list for Internet It Girls is Mindy Sue, who is the digital pioneer and brain behind the Cyberfeminism Index. I actually have a physical copy of the Cyberfeminism Index because I asked for it as an early birthday present from my partner, and I'm so excited to flip through this. I may do a video in the future of just an intuitive reading of the Cyberfeminism Index because you can learn so much just from flipping through these pages and following the physical hyperlinks that are listed within these pages, and I think it's a fascinating collection of work.
So then, in 1991, cyber was fixed to feminism by 2 distinct parties, the Australian art collective VNS Matrix and the British cultural theorist Sadie Plant. So by bringing together these seemingly disparate word parts, it almost feels like an oxymoron or a provocation. How can women and marginalized communities define or shape what this cyberspace might be?
So, the Cyberfeminism Index is a comprehensive collection of cyberfeminist art, theory, and activism. This index isn't just a resource, it's a powerful tool that highlights the intersection of technology and feminism. Sue meticulously documents and promotes the diverse and influential voices in cyberfeminism, challenging the traditional narratives of tech culture. Her dedication to this project underscores the importance of feminist perspectives in technology and advocates for a more inclusive and equitable digital space. Next, we have Mann, who is a friend of the channel. I'm just kidding, she has no idea who I am, but I'm a big fan and I have talked about her on this channel before. Mann is an innovative artist known for her groundbreaking work in the NFT space. Mann is definitely one of my favorite artists and definitely an internet it girl to me. And again, I've talked about her work on this channel at length. I think I've had 2 or 3 videos where I mention her. Maya explores the concept of performing the self online, using digital art to investigate how we present and perceive our identities in the virtual world. Her NFT art isn't just visually interesting, it's a thought-provoking commentary on digital existence and self-expression. By leveraging blockchain technology, Maya creates unique pieces that question the authenticity and fluidity of online personas, pushing the boundaries of what art can be in the age of the internet. Her work invites us to reflect on our own digital footprints and identities we construct online.
And my entire life, my sense of self has really been mediated by a computer screen. I have memories of spending hours in front of the photo booth on the Mac in my kitchen taking these kind of photos. And what I loved about the way that I could appear on screen that was manipulated by software is I could adjust my sense of self, and I could perform reality in a way that was different than I had the tools to do when I was offline.
I think Maya's work is especially needed as technology and art continue to converge. And overall, I think her investigation of the self is really fascinating and can be easily related to for a lot of people, and especially a lot of girls who grew up online. Next, and arguably the first internet it girl, is Judith Milhon. And I'd like to take a moment to honor her memory. Judith Milhon was affectionately known as Jude or Saint Jude, and she was an internet pioneer. Jude co-founded the hacker group Cypherpunks and was a fierce advocate for women in technology. Her famous phrase, "girls need modems," encapsulates her belief in empowering women to take control of technology. All of Jude's work, in combination with her hacker activist group Cypherpunks, laid the groundwork for many of the freedoms and opportunities that we enjoy on the internet today. She was instrumental in promoting the idea that technology should be accessible and empowering for all, not just the select few. My introduction to St. Jude was through the project Community Memory, which was launched in 1971, and essentially this project aimed at creating an accessible digital network for people to use in an old record store, I think. Jude's vision and activism continue to inspire new generations of women to engage and shape the digital world. Last but certainly not least is Imogen Heap, who is a name that you might recognize from her Tiny Desk performance and also from her music career. But her name is also synonymous with innovation in music and technology. Imogen is a vocal advocate for Web3 and its potential to revolutionize the music industry. Her use of blockchain technology to ensure fair compensation for artists is just one example of her forward-thinking approach. By developing platforms like Mycelia, she's creating ecosystems where artists can directly connect with their audiences, ensuring transparency and equity. Imogen's commitment to advancing music through technology makes her a true visionary and a powerful voice in the Web3 space. Her work not only benefits musicians, but also sets a precedent for how creative industries can evolve in the digital age. As a creative myself, I think there's this huge discourse about ownership of intellectual property, and soon I think that will evolve to ownership of intellectual property that is your personhood. We're quickly seeing discussions of this as advancements of AI continue to evolve. People like Imogen Heap are ensuring that artists are not only getting the recognition and ownership that they need in order to share their art, but also the compensation that they need, while also creating spaces where they can connect directly to their fans. It's really exciting to think about how art and technology will continue to converge, and it gives me hope that there are people in the space who are thinking about the artists first, not just the technological advances. At this point in our collective internet existence, I think it's important to think critically about how these digital spaces continue to evolve and what our place is in the digital landscape. On top of that, I think it's even more important to think critically about what equitable digital spaces look like and how you can contribute to the creation of these equitable digital spaces. Through researching for this video, I found myself engaging with the internet with a more exploratory mindset, and I encourage you to do the same because it pushed me to seek out new information, to seek out communities, and to seek out niche spaces again that I felt really connected with why I have a desire to engage with the internet in the first place. I feel like in a way we've kind of lost the plot and forgotten that the internet was meant to connect us, but on top of that, I think the internet can do more than just connect us. We can contribute to a more equitable future for all. So in talking about internet it girls, I feel re-inspired and reinvigorated to continue to seek out new information like this, to celebrate the wins of women in the space doing amazing things, and to try my best to also do something that benefits others on the internet, whether that be sharing information, creating safe spaces, or having these conversations with others. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about what you think equitable digital spaces look like, how you think you can contribute to equitable digital spaces, and what you think the future of the internet could look like if we all continue to think critically like this. But that's all I have for you today. I want to thank you for your time and attention. Time and attention are so incredibly valuable, so I'm appreciative that you gave me even the slightest bit of yours. I hope you feel inspired. I encourage you to continue looking into these internet it girls, follow them, read what they write, engage with them. They are amazing people, and I'm so excited to learn from women like this. Aside from that, I will see you in my next video, and girls need modems. I'll end the video with that. Girls need modems. Our rallying cry. Okay, that's it. Bye-bye.